Hello everyone, happy Wednesday. Well, I already set up, I kind of picked two colors in here. We're going to switch, of course, European town. If you watch my video on Sunday, my start for the fall time season for the 3 months, what kind of projects I picked. So of course European town has to be one of them because we will be stitching every single week. So that's the number one, right? We have to get some progress done in here. Also I was stitching some yesterday. Actually I finished not yesterday, that would be for you a few days back. I keep forgetting that I pre-recorded video a little bit ahead. Yeah, I finished already my tomato design and the bunny, Halloween bunny, so I already have two finishes, and I already started one more. So we are going to do just great. I wanted to show you first before we start. I'm using for the first time this wax kit, and actually I like it because it's very easy. Let me show you how to use it. You just put behind these grooves 1, 2, or even 3, and just pull it. And oh, sorry, I have to focus. Okay, that's it. It's already waxed, so it's a comfy. I like this wax. Plus cute container, so highly recommend. You should get it. All right, sip coffee, and we will. I mean, coffee, tea. Trying to get my voice first going, and just like keep scratchy, so I don't know. All right, so let's get started a little bit, and then I told you that I will try to tell you some story about my trip. Okay, I think we will start this one. I picked today two colors. This one I believe we were stitching last time as well, this 46 red one, but also I picked today a pink color. So we are going to work those peekaboo dark squares. That's what's going to be for this color. So let's work in here because it's more comfortable right now to put my camera. Hopefully I can talk. I don't understand why I can't get my voice in the morning until I drink something hot. So I didn't have a chance to drink too much. Okay, so should I tell you some story about my trip? No, there's really like not much. Well, depends how to think of. First I want to say that it is so different between Ontario and Nova Scotia. It's like world is totally different, which has really surprised me how much free land and woods, forest, and the forest up there are so thick. I don't think you can even go inside. No wonder up there lots of bears, and you can like moose and stuff. We saw just twice a little baby deers. Well, not baby, but by the road was munching on the grass. Did not see the moose, did not see the bear, but thank goodness we did not see the bear. Well, let me start from beginning. To go to Nova Scotia, I did not want to go in the first place. I was saying, okay, I'm staying home, I don't want to go, I don't want to fly. But my husband tucked me in, and I was like, all right. Plus it was his birthday at the same time on the trip. So I thought, okay, let me go. So, and my son, so the only Catherine who left at home for 1 week. She was working as well, so she couldn't go, and she did not want to go. Excuse me if I have to cough a little bit. Can get my voice to normal. So we took our puppies to hotel for the week. Actually, it was 7 or 8 days, and they were staying in one cage. So we told them Daisy could be pregnant, so don't let them go with other dogs to play, just let them out separately. So they did. They take care of them good. We always go to the same place in here in Welland for the puppy hotel. It's like a family take care of them on their private property. They have their house up there, lots of land. So they have a big space for dogs, like a bigger cages for dogs to stay in for the night, and that they have a fenced-in area to play if they want to go outside. So we started our trip. It's first time was for me to fly inside of the Canada and not international. So that was kind of interesting experience with, you know, you don't need a passport really. If you have a driver license, you're good to go, right? With the international, you need to have a passport. So my passport was expired, and I thought, well, passport expired and my driver license expired a long time ago. I renewed my driver license twice, but I never went on a road test drive, so I was just like using a beginner as a document really, not for the driving much. I was feel like not comfortable behind the wheel. I drive a little bit, but not too much. I just never have this comfortable feeling behind the wheel. Plus, if I even drive by myself, where would I go? Besides, you know, Sherry, as a friend, where else could I go, right? So, I thought, okay, so I have a health card as my document with the photo ID, or my green card as a photo ID. So everybody assured me that this document is good enough and I don't need a passport. To be honest, I thought that something will go wrong with my documents, like because we'll be asking, or maybe health cards will be not as valid, right, to show. So I thought most likely I will be end up staying behind and everybody will fly without me. And I was like, oh my god, if this happened, what am I going to do? I can't drive truck back home because I have no license and I don't know where to go. So I will have to call my brother-in-law probably to pick me up. Anyway, we already starting to go to departure, like where we have to show our documents and go to the fly, because aeroplane already was waiting outside. And because it's a little aeroplane inside of the country, so you literally go in a plane from outside through the staircase, right? Like a zigzag staircase. So my son and his friend went on a plane first. They first got the ticket through and they went already. So next one was my friend. So basically our friends invited us to their home. They have a home. They live in here where we are, but they also have a home up there. And so they invited, we can stay up there and just travel around up there and visit places. So Denise, my friend, she started next to get her documents, and the lady says, oh, your document is expired, we can't let you go. She's like, what? Cannot be. So she pulled out second documents, driver license, and it's expired too. Oh my God, she was the one who was worried about us not to have some documents. She was always like, make sure everything ready, tickets ready. She sent us tickets to the cell phones so we can check in, like everything was made online, paid like long time ago. Yeah, so she was in charge of all the tickets to make sure we have, and all of a sudden 2 of her documents is expire and she don't have a passport with her. What to do? The lady says, I can't let you go. We like, what? We need her on this plane. Well, her husband, actually we were going to his house, that I think left for his, no, I don't know, half the story, I'm not gonna tell much, but he had the key for the house, so like we will be okay, but we just say, okay, we need her there, we're going to visit her place, we're going to their house, how can we leave her behind? And the lady's like, no, I cannot let you in. So she was going through her wallet, trying to find some valid document, doesn't work. I say, okay, is it will be work like vaccine documents from COVID, because she's like, yeah, that would work, but I still need a photo ID. Oh shoot. So she say, guys, go on a plane before it's run away and boy's gonna be alone on the airplane. Go there, I will figure out, I will rebook my ticket for tomorrow. I will stay one night in here and then I will fly tomorrow and we're gonna meet up in Halifax or back home, whatever. So we left her in the airport, and after, so she was obviously very upset, we were all upset, how come, like we started kind of so nice and all of a sudden our trip from beginning went all wrong. So okay, sorry, I'm not checking my camera if I'm out of focus or not. Hopefully everything was okay. So we left, and then later on she told us a story that, well, obviously we went on an airplane without her. She went back home with the truck that we supposed to be parked like for 1 week up there in a parking lot truck till you get back, and then you pay for the parking and go back home. So she went back home, but before that, like when we already went on air, she said the lady, the one who did not let her go, she said, oh, you could renew your document online. She's like, oh really, you could not tell me this earlier so I can go on an airplane? She was so mad, and I cannot believe it. She says she probably purposely waited to airplane go so they can make money and not returning money, because they know I will be buying another tickets to go fly. So obviously the tickets money, she lost it, it's not returnable. So she had to pay for another tickets to go there. So while we were flying on the air, and it was like hour or hour and a half was fly, it wasn't far away, but it is so different when you flying and looking back, like down the ground. It is like forest, and lots of body works of water body on the bottom. So there's not only ocean, and also lots of lakes and other water structure, and just like never-ending forest. That's what really kind of surprised me first from this trip, the lots of forest. So when we landed, that was like shockingly short landing, like speedy break, that's what I mean. Usually when you land international airplane, you like go smoothly till you get to the stop. This was like brrr, you have to hold on to the seat not to hit your forehead in the chair in front of you, because the brake was like so strong on the airplane. So we landed happily, you know, safe and everything. I was like, I could breathe now because I cannot stand flying. So I was like, oh, touchdown, good. Now only one more flight to get home safely. So we decided, okay, we're not gonna go drive, because to our destination from airport we need to have 3 hours drive. So if we would drive today home and then her husband would have to drive again to pick her up next day, that would be like a 6 hours back and forth, would be too much time. So we decided we are going to stay in Halifax for one day, go to the city, look around some places, and then stay in a hotel for the night somewhere. And then next day we would go and meet her up, because she says she purchased new tickets for next day. So that's what we did. We had a little bit trouble to find a hotel because everything is busy, but finally we hit one and was okay. They say, oh, we don't have a cold water. It's like, what? Well, at least bathroom working. Yeah, the toilet is working, but if you want to take a shower, it's pouring hot boiling water. So it's like, okay, we don't care about that. We just need a night to sleep, and that's it. So we booked 2 rooms because it was 5 of us so far. The 6th passenger was still missing behind, you know. So we decided to go to Halifax and see the city. So we went. Okay, I had to pause my video. Just got delivered package, so I had to go and get it. Yeah, I already know from who. I don't know, I don't remember what's inside. So it's going to be more recorded video from me today. All right. Anyway, so let's continue. We went into Halifax. It was not very long drive from airport. We went for dinner up there, and that's where I try for the first time the real deal scallops. Yes, I have scallops before here where we live, but they are nearly not the same. I would say it wasn't, I don't know, I would say fake and real, but maybe they all real. But I mean that taste, you can see the flakes. It was delicious. That's like the best scallops ever, seriously. I was so happy to actually try it. So when you go to the other side of the Canada, of course, up there it's everything about fish and lobsters and all that stuff, right? So we spent time up there like a whole day. We went because we waited for a while till like next day, till we have to go to airport to pick it up. Our one more passenger, Denise. So we went, let me show you a little bit from further. I have a card in here. I bought it in a place where we went into this place, Halifax Cadet National Historic Site. See, well, this is actually a map of every map, but that's where we were. Hold on, let me grab a scissors. So I pick this card because in here we were driving through the bridge. In here, very tall bridge. You can see far away, you can see open ocean. And then we went, this is this historic site. So we were walking around all the way around. Then like from another side, there is like you buy tickets to go inside in here to see a historic site, how this was before, like a courtyard inside. So I took some videos, I took some pictures, and I bought a few souvenirs. So is this card. So it's like many places in here where we later kind of walk around. So I got this from my kind of memory about this place. And then we went into the city. After this museum walk, we went to the like, you taking like a ferry ride across to the other side of the island, and we're supposed to go up there for some lunch and stuff. We walking around like a shopping area, like on a how would they say, it's like a city on the edge, like, you know, ocean, like bars and shopping area, a whole bunch of cool stuff. So we walk around, spend hours up there, and then we were hungry. We decided to go and have some food on another side. So we took ferry ride, and we went up there. It's supposed to be like Chuck, the husband of Denise, he said, "Oh, I will take you for the best clams. Did you ever have clams?" I say, "No, I didn't. But yeah, let's go try it." So we went up there, we kissed the luck, and we went to different bar. Unfortunately, that place was closed on Tuesdays, and we were up there on Tuesdays. So we keep teasing him all this time. It's like, okay, let's go eat, but hold on, wait, let's check if this is not Tuesday. So we make a big fun about that place, but in the end we went like just next door, basically very close to another little restaurant, and we got up there again. Those delicious scallops was so good, some fish, white fish, I don't know what's the name of the, like the best onion rings. Like the food is awesome up there, seriously, it's so good. And we go back into the ferry. There's some like of I don't know if I pronounce it right, the ferry, yeah, the boat take you from one side to another. Ferry, that's how you call it. So we went back, and then it was time to go back to a hotel for the sleep for the night. And the next day we went back into airport, and then he's already landed. We while we were walking in a city in Halifax, we bought the 2 bars of chocolates. We sent a picture for her. I sent a picture for her. One chocolate says, "We wish you were here," so kind of like tease because she's not here. And then the second chocolate, when she already landed, I sent her picture, "You made it," or something like this, I don't know. So it was like a too funny saying chocolates. We went to the chocolate store. It's like a whole bunch of different wraps you can buy for any occasion, saying on a chocolate, which was fun kind of as well. So we were ready. We went on a trip for 3 hours to go into the place where they live, to the island. So Chuck's father brought his truck so we can have a ride. It was 6 of us. It was like 3 up front, 3 in the back, and here we go. So in a way to their place, I was sitting up front in the middle so I can see better. I was like taking pictures, recording and all that stuff. So I still did not touch them, didn't have a time yet, and not in a mood yet to put the video together because it's a lots of work, kind of scary thing to get started, you know. But we were driving. Basically we arrived at the destination. It was already night time, and I have to say it's a little scary how to drive at night because you go like up to the mountains too, and the road not always wide enough, and just keep telling us, oh, here it was an accident, here people die. Oh no, I don't want to hear that. That wasn't nice conversation about where people dying. But some road, yeah, it is dangerous up there. But we arrived safely, and it was nice, you know. It was nice. We have a good night's sleep, probably strongest sleep ever, because everybody were tired after driving. So the next day, basically, I think it was rain all day, so we didn't have a much chance to do, because rain, can go to the ocean to look. So we spent kind of goofing around the house and stuff like that. Then our next trip was to go into the Capital, if I pronounce right, sorry, Capital. So that's like all the way around the island. It took us 2 days. We took 1 day to go half of the island, just like a driving through, stopping here and there. Then went like to the peak of this island. We stayed in the Capital up there in those little cabins. We booked 2 cabins by the ocean view, and it was first of all, it was such a beautiful ride. You ride in, go up to the hills and the mountains, and you can feel some of us start to get an ear, like a pops, like you on an airplane, because it's so high over the ocean. I took lots of beautiful pictures. Some of them you already saw on my social media. I posted them, and lots of good pictures still in my camera. And cannot wait actually to create some, maybe like a photo slide or not shopping, what I'm talking about, like video plus slide with the pictures maybe. Yeah, so we stay in a cabin up there. We before arriving to those cabins where we stay, we stop at like a beautiful place by the ocean, have lots of big those big nice rocks. I posted pictures. Some of you say, oh, it's a nice perfect rocks to do a painting on the rocks, and so true. So I wanted picture by the ocean with my Ukrainian flag. I took flag with me to put my foot, Ukrainian foot, in the ocean. I wanted to have that with my flag. So I picked a spot where water did not go, right? And then I'm like posing, Denise trying to take a picture or video about me. And soon as I turned my back to the ocean, put my flag behind me, wave, whoosh, went into my feet. Oh no, that was not by those rocks. That was we were staying at the Capital. Yeah, it was up there. We were staying overnight, and the next day we went to the lake in the daytime, because we arrived there already later in the evening. It was dark already, so in the morning we went up there to take some picture. Yes, and a wave went to my knee. I was wearing the running shoes, socks, pants. Oh my god, got soaked. So that was kind of funny moment. I said, well, I told you I want to put my feet into the ocean. I did it, but I didn't mean to do this with my shoes. So Denise brought the extra sandals, so she gave me her flip-flops to use while my shoes was all soaking wet. So thanks for that. But that was like, you know, funny moment. But when we were staying there at night, we went for some drink in a bar up there, where everybody kind of from the cabins can go there, listen to some live music. Some gentleman up there was singing song, playing guitar. And then I I see on a table. And you know what's interesting, that while we were driving through this country, islands, I saw many Ukrainian flags by the houses, by the businesses, especially in Halifax. Every ship, boat has Canadian and Ukrainian flags. So Canada, like a big supporters of Ukraine, which is really warm up my heart. I even met up there one of the like shopping spot. Ukrainian girl was selling Ukrainian stuff, like Ukrainian vyshivanka, embroidery shirts, like a Ukrainian beads made jewelry, and also Ukrainian dolls, kind of like from each region or district. So I found, I say, do you have a doll from my district? She said, yes, I do. So I say, you know, like, I just have to buy something from you. Plus I donated some, she has like a jar to donate to the army. So I left her a good tip and bought a doll from my district. It's like well, let me show you quickly now. I was gonna show you later. I didn't even unpack yet, but these dolls are very kind of popular. I see like this one. It's like a wooden base on the inside, but you have the district or region where I came from, and it's like clothes, her hands. I don't know how to explain to you, but it's like a good luck doll or something like that. Usually it's a faceless, and there's little arms in here. Yeah, and there's also in here explanation about everything, where it's made, and it was just like nice. So I thought, okay, I will get this doll from you. I just have to give a pay, you know, buy something from Ukrainian. We speak Ukrainian. So she said to me first hello, but when I see she's selling Ukrainian stuff, of course she would be speaking Ukrainian. So I say добрий день in Ukrainian language. So she replied to me, and I have a chit chat. Yeah, so where were I? Okay, so about that place, about Ukrainian support that. Okay, my thread getting shorter. Okay, let's just leave this one behind and move to different color then. But I will have to readjust maybe camera. Hold on, maybe just like that. Too far. Okay, let's get another color. So we, you know, I see there's so much support of Ukraine up there. So when we were sitting in that bar listening to music, I look on a table. There's some old lady sitting on a table that has like a puzzle table. And I look, this is Moscow, Russian, Kremlin, the Russian puzzle on the table. That was to me like disgusting. Like, how in the world you support Ukraine and then you have a Russian puzzle on your table? To me that was very, very ugly thing, right? So long story short, I'm not going to say much, but I cursed that puzzle, and I'm just gonna say that they will never sell this, never will be made 100% this puzzle. Let's just say it that way. Till Moscow burn in hell. Okay, so I picked some pretty rocks up there, very shy. Oh my god, they are so beautiful. That's going to be in my video when I will get video ready. But some beautiful, then while we were driving through around the island, go like on the way back home already, we stop like in the middle of the woods because they know place, right? They grew up there, and it's like a little waterfalls going through the woods, and they used to swim up there. So her son actually jumped into the water and swim. It was cold, but I found up there a few pretty very sparkle rocks. So of course I have to bring my collection, right, with me. I have to collect something. So there's a few places, like it was awesome. There we stopped some of their meet up lots of their family members because they didn't see them for a while, so of course they want to visit. So we like on our way together with their family members as well. And actually for the first time I saw they have a bulldog with the full tail. They did not cut tail. I say, wow, that's so unusual to see actually bulldog this way. And the gentleman explained me they took the whole litter of the bulldogs just to save their tails. Yes, they did not wanted them to chop the tail, so they got all of them. And people who wanted bulldog, original bulldog with no chopping tails or ears, and that was actually a beautiful thing, because I agree, that's what nature provided for dogs. Why would somebody do their own measurements by cutting them in pieces? Well, can you imagine person, oh no, we don't like your arms, we need to chop one of your arms. Wouldn't you be upset about that? Well, yes, same thing for dogs. So I was really actually happy to see that they have a bulldog with the tail. It was kind of fun to watch. And he was so wiggly. He was like all over me, kissing me and trying to jump. Then later on, when we come back from this trip around Breton Island. Okay, I don't know if I pronounce it right or not. But there's a beautiful map in here that I will have to look and mark the places where we went through, you know, to remember stuff. To me, all those new names, lots of their French names that definitely I'm not going to remember, but just saying it. We make lots of stops on the high peaks of the mountains to overview the ocean. It was absolutely amazing. It was so beautiful. It's just like, I don't know, I can't explain the gorgeousness. Yes, you saw the water, you saw the woods, but to see that never-ending, I cannot find the words to explain how beautiful that was. So I definitely have lots of pictures and video to put one day together to show you all the beauty who never been in that part. And I'm just like thinking to myself, there's so much to discover in Canada. You don't have to travel to different country. You just explore your own country, and like it's so many places that I would love to go yet. So maybe some other time I can visit other part of Canada, and that would be amazing. Plus it's a short fly. Since I cannot fly back home yet, might as well just explore in here. Yeah, so that was a wonderful time. When we were staying at their house, well, originally my husband was going to go by himself with them to help them. Actually, there's a little bit like a construction thing need to be done to the house to tear apart big deck that wrapped around the house, because by insurance purposes I need to, like, it's already written out because ocean, salt air, and it's just like getting rotten quicker, right? So they was just like came this idea, well, let's go together. They also camp with us not far away from our trailer, and they also have a golden retriever girl, so we kind of always at the campground hang out together, and that's how develop this thing, let's go travel, right? So we, me and Denise and I, we were sitting outside. It was like a cloudy day, it wasn't hot at all, I was having, I don't know, a little bit of the even sweater I was wearing, then kind of getting a little bit warmer afternoon. So I was cross stitching, she was chit chatting, we watch our boys tearing apart deck, and I was stitching, and I can't believe I got this so much suntan that my arm, when I was holding the canvas, like halfway was suntan on the side. So you saw me in my video when I say hello to you. I was pretty much, it's almost like the air or ocean burn, because it wasn't hot at all. But I'm just surprised that actually I did suntan my face, because before that we also wanted to have experience of lobster hunting, right, to go on a boat. So they set up for us, their friend was going to go into the ocean, and say, well, can we go and see how it's done? Yeah, sure, you know. So I was a little bit afraid that if I will get seasick or not, because the ocean wasn't exactly as calm, you know, a little bit wavy, but still not bad. So I say, okay, I have to try it, right? As much as I did not want it, they all told me I have no choice, I have to go and experience. So okay, I will go. My camera will be stopped shortly. So when we start to drive on a boat, it was actually so much fun. I love it. I love it. I even danced on that deck, believe it or not. I was sitting on the very back of the boat, and didn't even bug me. What if I fall backwards and that's it? Nobody gonna find me because everybody up front. It was fun. A few times we did jump, maybe like twice. Twice when both jump on a wave kind of hard, and that was like, oh, that's a little scary. If this is going to be continue, it's not going to be fun. So our captain, he picked another way how to drive his boat so the waves won't be sharp. So we kind of like went around a little bit. So he put some traps up there just to show us how this lobster hunt will be. But when we arrived up there, we couldn't find those traps because it was a high tide, and the bobbers, it was sinking too deep, we couldn't find them. So my experience of seeing how to pull the lobsters out of the ocean didn't went good, because we could not see them. Okay, I'm going to turn my camera this way. It's a little bit sideways. Oh, maybe still gonna be sideways, but I'm sorry. There's a edge of the frame in here, so I cannot set up properly my camera. But anyway, you just listen, you don't watch that, okay? Okay, so yeah, so since we didn't catch any lobsters, I say, well, do you have any like fishing rods or something? Maybe we can catch some fish. So he's like, oh sure, no problem. Oh my god, this guy is so funny. The way he laughs, I never heard in my life a laugh so cute as he's laughing. He's like a real little pirate, I don't know. He's fun. So he gave us fishing ropes, a fishing line with like a whole bunch of hooks on it, and you just put down with little weights on the bottom. You put in the ocean and you just like pull it up and down, and fish just jumping on those hooks. So I did catch some fish too. It was fun to fish this way for the first time, kind of different way than a regular fishing rod, right? And different kind of fish that I never fished before, you know, obviously open ocean fish. So that was actually very fun day, and I loved it. As much as I'm afraid it's going to be very cold in the ocean, because up there was much cooler than here in Ontario. But that particular day it wasn't really even cool. Yes, I have a warm sweater on me, but I thought it's going to be much worse than that. So that was our amazing trip into the ocean, and also I took lots of video of there. It was fun. On the way home, oh, there's one more time we catch up there, actually live band. They were on Canadians Got Talent. Two brothers, I can't remember their name, but we went for the dinner at like a little bar type, but they say, oh, we can have you all tables reserved because we have a band in here. So we just like, okay, it's still too early, we want to eat and nothing else is open in the area. The stores is closed, and say, okay, we can eat and leave. So whatever who will reserve table will have their table back, you know. Still had time till they start to play music. And then my husband make them bed. He say, oh, we travel in here all the way from Niagara and you're not gonna let us try your food? So the lady was so kind, she say, hold on, I'm gonna do something. So she pulled out like unfoldable table set up for us, brought some extra chairs from the kitchen, and she say, oh, you can stay now and watch some music too. So the boys show up. It was nice. They have nice voices, but I guess I did not watch that particular show because I never knew about them. They wasn't the winners, but they were in a competition, Canada Get Talent. Yeah. So we watched that concert a little bit. Went some to local museum up there because we were living like on an island. What else we visited? So many places, kind of hard to remember now, and I don't know, in one I will probably forget something. Lots of places that we saw, beautiful places, and just forest is amazing, like it's so deep, and I was like, wow, how can you not have up there any mushrooms or some berry grove, because you have so many woods in here. But now I understand why not, because those woods are so deep and wild that you can't even go in there. I don't know, maybe some wild animals, monsters you can find, but I don't know. Lots of new highways are they're built in to make people travel more kind of freely, but on our way to the airport, when we drive for 3 hours, make us up to 4 hours because we stuck in traffic. Kind of like just was like a just like a road go one here, one there. So when construction happened, one road shut down, so you can go only one way. And our way, you're supposed to wait till the other line, all kind of empty cars go. So we spent like almost in a dead traffic 1 hour till we got, without maybe you know, some car accident or something. Start a little worry if we're gonna make it to airport in time, you know. But when we get to the place to see why we stopped like this, it was just a construction zone. Some crane was staying on the road, and they were fixing a new pole for electricity. So for that reason, it was just holding the traffic so badly, like for miles and miles traffic. But after we got over the construction zone, we went pretty much smoothly. Start a little bit even more, looks like a rain a little bit. But the airport in Halifax are so beautiful. It has like the stained glass pictures. I posted those pictures on Instagram, maybe on NATALIYAXO Instagram. Very beautiful. Oh, I don't know if I still have them or I delete them on my cell phone. Let me just show you. Let me check my picture if I still have them. Oh, I do. I do. see like kind of like a stained glass pictures, beautiful. And when the sun hit through this glass on the floor inside the airport, create like a beautiful colors on the ground. Look at this art. And this is just like a one side of the airport where we were sitting waiting, but there's like behind the door another lane of this picture. Okay, that's our airport. Having a lunch before we go on a plane back home. So oh my god, the thing up there, holy moly, I had in airport the best ever clam chowder soup. Never ever I have this tasty. I even tell to the waiter, I said, this is, I try many places. Even one of the places I thought would be good, but that wasn't creamy on the island where we live. But that one was like a regular soup, not creamy, but this one creamy. And the portion for the money was so huge, I barely could handle it to finish. Plus they added like, for extra $6, they added lobster into it. So delicious. I said, you have to tell your chef it's the best. He's like, oh, they will like to hear that. So that was amazing. I say, that's it, we're gonna come in here, fly just for dinner. So he loved. Yeah, awesome. And the fly home was pretty much smooth as well. Weather was good, clear sky. It was a beautiful sea, sunset from the aeroplane. I tried to take some picture or video, but to be honest, picture did not show the beauty of the sunset as you look in it with your own eyes. Kind of camera was hiding that. It wasn't as colorful as I see with my own eyes. It was nice. It was nice. And when we step on the outside of the plane in Ontario, it was like, whoa, the heat wave, exactly what was happening. We said the weatherman predicted to be heat waves, and it was like a 30, I don't know. Since you step from airplane, it was feel like you go to Cuba or somewhere. It was so warm, and it's like, wow, that is nice to have this kind of warm night. And later on, I think next day rain started a little bit again. The weather changes, and that's it. That's our trip. Next day, because we came home about 9:20 at night, we couldn't get our puppies back home, so we waited till morning, and then my doggies come home, and rest of is a new working week, as you already know. Okay, my friends, I think I will finish this video now. Now I need to do recording of see what kind of I have package receive, because for tomorrow I don't think I have a video yet, so I will create some unboxing. And also I want to do some whipped chat of diamond paintings, so we need to have more of those videos, right? Okay, so you stay creative, cross stitch. Some of you, after I showcase this canvas of like, you know, the plan for the summer, plan for the fall time, and I opened this canvas to show how much I already stitched. Some of you so like it that asked me for the link to order. That's amazing. I'm glad you changed your mind. It's never too late, because we're still going to stitch long time, and it is truly beautiful piece of art. Also, I have a questions like, what do I do with my finished cross stitch? Well, my friends, I'm keeping them in a folder. I don't frame them because I don't know, it's in some point I will frame something. For now they just laying in a roll if it's not fitting in my folder, like a flip book, you know, because to me it's fun to stitch. It doesn't have to be really display unless it's like amazing piece of art. Like this one I probably would love to display because so many hours of work. The other tiny one is just a cute to kind of just a flip book through and look your art. Maybe in some point I will gift some to somebody. I don't know what's gonna happen with them, but that is what I have for now. Just or roll them and keep in a plastic bin, or put in a folder like the one that for diamond paintings I was using, and I'm using one for the cross stitches, and I like it because they fit pretty, like a big 50 even by 60 I think centimeters. Those flip folders, big ones, and I like them. Okay, see, I have just a little bit left in here. Should we just finish together in here? Yeah. I hope you had fun. Listen to my chit chat story. I'm sure I forgot to mention something probably. When I remember, I will let you know. But after all, it was amazing. Lots of driving in a car to see places. I thought it's going to be more like a trails to walk through, but it's not like that at all. So we just like drive with some stops to see area, take some pictures, and no, didn't have like a hiking type. I definitely would not love to meet up with the bear if we would hike. Boys went on four-wheeler to drive through the trails, so that was fun for them to go on a four-wheeler, come back home always muddy. Yeah, and I almost stitched up there my bunny. I was first time stitching on a car, I was stitching an aeroplane, and actually wasn't bad. I managed not to poke my fingers while the truck was moving, thanks to this amazing needle that is not sharp. Alright, I think we are good for today. Love you all. Keep stitching. I have one more thread that I already waxed, right? So I will continue to stitch this part because I don't want to put back in a binder. So I'm just going to stitch one more thread to finish this, and that's it. For today will be on this one, and then later on at night I will be working on my new project that I started for the fall time. Talk to you soon. Be good.